Hello, NHL fan. The Toronto Maple Leafs let valuable points slip away against the worst team in the league, and that could be costly in the battle for the Atlantic Division lead. An unexpected loss to the San Jose Sharks has set off alarm bells in Toronto, and the pressure is only increasing. What happened to the Leafs? How could this impact the team's future this season? Stick with me, and I'll break it all down for you. The Toronto Maple Leafs took the ice against the last-place San Jose Sharks with a clear objective: secure 2 points and stay strong in the race for the top of the division. And everything seemed to be going according to plan. With a 2-0 lead in the third period, the team was in control of the game, sustained by a dominant power play. But what happened next was simply unbelievable. The Sharks, who hadn't won in 8 games and had been shut out in February, somehow found the strength to fight back. The Leafs' defense started to collapse, the offense lost efficiency, and in the end, the comeback happened. A 3-2 shootout loss. Maple Leafs head coach Craig Berube didn't hide his disappointment. "We had the lead, we were in a good position to close out the game, and we didn't get the job done." And you know what's worse? Toronto had 5 power play opportunities compared to just 2 for the Sharks. They dominated in shot attempts, but struggled with accuracy. And if the Leafs end up losing the division lead by 1 or 2 points, this game will be remembered as the slip-up that should never have happened. So now, Leafs fans, what does this setback mean for Toronto? While the team wastes points, their rivals are gaining momentum. The Florida Panthers have won 9 of their last 11 games, and the Tampa Bay Lightning were on an 8-game winning streak before losing to the Panthers. In other words, there's no more room for mistakes. The schedule only gets tougher from here. After this stumble, the Leafs will face Vegas, Colorado, and Utah, all teams battling hard for playoff spots. If they don't bounce back quickly, the fight for the top could become even more complicated. Additionally, this game raised concerns about player fatigue. Berube increased the ice time of his biggest stars, and that may have taken a toll. Marner, Matthews, and Nylander all logged more minutes than any of the team's defensemen. Could exhaustion have played a role in the late collapse? So, Leafs fans, what do you think? Was this game just a slip-up, or is it a sign that the team is starting to feel the pressure? Can Toronto still hold on to the division lead? Drop your thoughts in the comments. The trade market is heating up, and the Toronto Maple Leafs might be close to making a big move. According to TSN sources, Scott Laughton of the Philadelphia Flyers would love to wear the Leafs jersey and is already aware of the possibility of being traded. Could this deal actually happen? And what would Toronto have to give up to make it work? Let's break it all down. With the NHL trade deadline approaching, the Toronto Maple Leafs are actively searching for a centerman to strengthen their squad. According to Darren Dreger of TSN, Scott Laughton has emerged as a top target for the Leafs, and sources close to the player believe he would love to play for his hometown team. Laughton, 29, brings a physical presence, versatility, and experience that could be extremely valuable for Toronto. But what's the asking price? According to Anthony DiMarco of Daily Faceoff, the Philadelphia Flyers are demanding a first-round pick or an equivalent return to part ways with the player. That raises the big question: is it worth paying that price for a player like Laughton? Adding to the speculation, a viral photo of Laughton recreating the Last Supper has only fueled rumors that he may be saying goodbye to Philadelphia. Coincidence or a sign that a trade is imminent? If this deal happens, how could Scott Laughton impact the Maple Leafs? Center depth? Toronto urgently needs reinforcements down the middle, and Laughton would provide a reliable option both offensively and defensively. Physicality and leadership. He is known for his intensity and ability to play in different situations, which could be crucial in the playoffs. Cost effectiveness. The question remains whether sacrificing a first-round pick is worth it. With limited cap space, the Leafs would also need to make adjustments to fit him into the roster. Beyond Laughton, the Leafs are also monitoring Braden Shen of the St. Louis Blues, but that move seems unlikely, as the Blues have shown no signs of wanting to trade their captain. Toronto also needs to bolster its defense and, if possible, add another forward to further strengthen the roster. With only $100,000 in cap space, Brad Treliving has a lot of work to do to make it all happen before the deadline. So, Leafs fans, what do you think about this potential trade? Is Scott Laughton worth a first-round pick? Or should Toronto focus on a different player to improve the roster? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any NHL trade market updates. See you next time.